Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, we're going to San Antonio, Texas. Amelia noticed a very rare planetary alignment this morning. We're also going to Florida. You're going to see a storm cover about 300 miles in just a matter of 5 hours. This storm was moving in excess of 50 miles per hour for an extended period of time. We're also going to look at a rare sunset. In fact, we're going to start with this video right now. Video's from June 20th, and it was sent in by Brad Smith of something hanging around in the sky as the sun was getting ready to set below the horizon. I'm still waiting on the location of this rare observation. You can see the sun setting over here, and you can see the clouds down here low on the horizon look perfectly normal, with the exception of these two little guys up here in the sky that are, as you're going to see here in just a minute, exactly the same. All of these clouds down here look completely random. There's nothing unusual about any of these clouds down here. Nothing at all, except these up here. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to do some enhancement work. They're not clouds, or at least they don't appear to be. I paused it right here to show approximately how far away these things were. And given the distance, and that's a pretty good ways away, I would say those things are somewhere in the neighborhood of 75 feet to 100 feet tall. Now we're going to go in a little closer. I slow it down, a segment of the video that was fairly stable. And as you're going to see right here, let me pause it. See how they look the same? The top here in the center has a unique feature, and they're shaped like some sort of a lima bean, maybe? I don't know, you guys tell me. They don't look like random clouds. And as you're going to see here in a moment, they have some sort of what looks like a oval field around the objects, whatever they are. See right here? Let me pause it real quick. See that outline there? That's showing that there's something there. And the objects themselves, see what I mean? How they have a feature on the top. It almost looks like they're vertical in the sky. This one here looks a little smaller because it's a little farther away. This one here is closer to the viewer, and the viewer was Brad. See how they look like they have the same basic shape? I don't know what those things were hanging out in the sky, and that's what caught his attention. That's why he took the video. It looks like these things were up in the sky observing the sunset, but they're quite large. They wouldn't have been a drone, I wouldn't think, as big as these things are. Again, I would guess that these things are somewhere in the neighborhood of 75 to 100 feet tall, again with very similar features. A couple of mysterious objects hanging around in the sky at sunset. Now we're going to sunrise this morning, actually pre-sunrise. Rare planetary alignment caught on video by Amelia out of San Antonio, Texas. You're going to see not only the moon down here on the lower left, but you're going to see 4 other planets. They appear to be in a straight line. They're not technically in a straight line. They're kind of staggered a little bit. They're not technically in a perfect straight line, but from our view down here on Earth, they do appear to be in a straight line. And this is a very rare planetary alignment. You have Mercury, you have Venus, you have Mars, and you have Jupiter back here. And believe it or not, Neptune is off in the distance somewhere way over here. But we can clearly see Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, and that was a rare planetary alignment. You don't see that very often. And for the longest time now, at least for several weeks, we've had all of the planets sharing the same side of the sun, which in itself is quite rare. But to see these planets lined up in the sky like that, the early morning sky, is even more rare. We won't see this again for quite some time. But you're looking at the moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. Great video by Amelia out of San Antonio, Texas. I want to take you guys now down to Florida. There was an incredible storm this afternoon. You can see here on the Ghost 16 that just went soaring high into the sky, covered 330 miles in a matter of 5 hours. Right there, it covered 100 miles. I measured it over here on Google Earth. Covered 100 miles in just 2 hours. And based off of those calculations, right there, the storm was moving at 50 miles per hour. And then it actually gained momentum and started moving even faster, cruising along sometimes at 60 miles per hour. Here's looking at the storm from a satellite, and here's looking at the storm from the ground up. Photos sent in by Dan out of Daytona Beach, Florida. And this storm was as ominous looking from the ground as it was from the sky. Looked like the sky was just boiling, and these clouds, again, were moving at a very high rate of speed. Very impressive storm system that, again, I didn't hear any reports of tornadoes, just high winds mainly associated with this, and of course, very heavy rains. Coming back to the homepage of the website. In fact, one of the feature photos here at the homepage is a photo sent in by Dan out of Daytona Beach, Florida, from this afternoon storms. And you can see another man here was taking photos of that very ominous-looking sky. Quick look at the Schumann resonance, quieting down some since there was a major spike in the last 48 hours. But you can see there was some activity in the last 10 hours, but right now everything's fairly quiet. Looking at the power outage situation over here at poweroutage.us, we have power outages right now in the Virgin Islands, just over 13,000 customers without electricity in the Virgin Islands, and those power outages are not weather related. Here's the Virgin Islands right here, and as you can see, for the most part, it's all clear skies. So I'm not sure exactly what created those 13,655 power outages, but that's what's showing up in the data over here at poweroutage.us. Right now, there are currently 10,500 customers without electricity in California. Florida saw 8,000 customers without electricity, Ohio 6,000, and Michigan 5,100. And a quick look at the water level over at Lake Mead, yet another all-time record low. Yesterday saw 1,044. We're now down to 1,043. That's yet another all-time record low. 16,300 outflow, superseding the inflow of 10,905, and that equates to yet another record low over at Lake Mead. Also in this video, I've got a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world. Photo here by Benoit out of the Dominican Republic. Massive cloud over here that looks like a ship launching off out of the Atlantic Ocean. Tony out of Nova Scotia, glowing cloud high up in the sky above some thunderstorms near Nova Scotia. Giant halo by Top Hat Murphy. Very intense giant halo. Not sure of the location, but there was not only one, but there was two. You can see a white ring over here to the left, and then of course the intense colorful halo over here on the right, but there's a big white albino halo over on the left. Clarksville, Tennessee, photo by TODDL of a towering supercell storm moving through Clarksville. Simon out of the United Kingdom, another very intense double-decker rainbow. You can see how close it was to Simon's location, and this looks like the beginning of the towering, very large double-decker rainbow. And here's yet another one, thousands of miles away, sent in by Ron out of Prescott, Arizona. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. Thanks for watching. Have a super day and be safe out there.